Now, ladies and gents, guys and gals, we've seen the video twice, okay? We've seen the video twice. Dominique, will you do me a huge favor? On your way out the door, will you, yes, hit the lights. You guys are like, I don't want lights. Too bad. All right, so we're going to watch, we've watched it twice. We're labeling as much detail each time as we can. I heard somebody say, I heard Landon say it, I heard Kenya say it, I bet the rest of you got it too. As far as occasion, when we're talking about setting, did you have high school? Okay. Why would you pick that setting? Why would you pick a high school? Because of your audience, right? So couldn't that also be a style choice? What about, did anyone notice the music in the background? They actually...
It's a high school. It's also upbeat.
It's a high school. It's called Instrumental, I think. High school a cappella group, right? Their name also got labeled up there. So they decided to, if they're going to talk to that audience, they chose speakers that are going to present that. Now, do you think Lucy Hale and Jamie Sconbaum, I apologize to her wherever she is in the world right now, because I know I just messed up pronouncing her name. Did they create this? Is this the two of them? No. This is a larger ad council, right? Boost the Volume is the ad council, but the actual speakers here. So be aware of that when you're analyzing for argument. Just because that's the person talking doesn't necessarily mean they're the writer. Boost the volume. Boost the volume. All right? Now, how did they appeal to the credibility, though, of those two young ladies being our speakers? Yes. Okay, Jamie was affected by the disease. What about Lucy? She's famous, right? So we want to listen to her. Including her is almost more this connection. It kind of edges towards its credibility, but it's also edging towards the emotional connection of the audience, right? Because it's somebody that the audience, we may not know this girl that actually had meningitis, but I recognize this person. You guys saw her face and like shouted out, oops, that's the show she was on, right? Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, that's why.
Landon. I'm sorry?
How would her be credibility?
Lucy Hale or the other girl? Okay, so Lucy Hale, we give her credibility because she's in the age range, right? Here, and she is actually the one who says, we're teaming up. She's the one that has that line, we're teaming up to fight meningitis, and which immediately, as soon as she says that, it's not that I've had it or suffered from it, it's that I want to take care of the audience, which gives her some credibility. That we word, a lot of times speakers will use the word we to be inclusive with their audience. All right? Guys that are talking right by that video camera, please be quiet. Thank you much. Emotional appeals, absolutely. I mean, Jamie, to some extent, too, is an emotional appeal. Seeing the outcome of the meningitis vaccine, I think, would be, it's a fairly, like, kind of shocking. Wow, okay. Didn't realize that maybe that's everything this could do. Miss Cullison and I just felt like we also wanted to pick this video because it bugs us sometimes when we see you sharing, like, water bottles and stuff. Stop it. Stop it. Some people do. They'll be like, here, just take a sip. No. No. Stop it. All right. We talked about purpose. Romelia, what's up? Okay, as soon as Dominique gets back. Let's hope she goes quickly. Oh, do you have to go? Never mind.
Are we trying to do like filing within the back?
Oh, I'm supposed to go, yeah, but...
Yes.
Can I just stay?
No. I want you to get that thing. We're going to do this a lot this year, okay? Don't you have to go? No. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, and I can't remember where you're going. Here you go. Oh, it's... Yes. No. Leave it with me. Leave it with Natalie. She'll turn it into me. Natalie, you will turn that into me. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, help me label this really quickly. Let's double check each other.
Okay.
I'm going to pick a different color. All right, so we said the subject was the meningitis vaccine. Spelling question mark. Please stop talking while I'm talking. The purpose we said was to inform and to persuade. Okay. The speaker, we had Lucy Hale.
Jamie, I'm not gonna try that.
Jamie S.
Yeah, Mrs. S.
Oh, and then I was like, yes.
Or you just remember.
I can't pronounce it, but I remembered how to spell it. All right, the audience we said were teens, specifically teens who haven't what?
Gotten back.
Right, it's trying to teens who haven't gotten the meningitis vaccine. I said haven't, right? Oh, you got to get that second booster. So they haven't, I would consider that haven't finished the cycle, right?
Is it, can we put prevention? Well, it's been up there, but I'll put that clean.
Prevention up here?
I do know.
Yeah, so instead of saying the subject was the vaccine, you said it was the prevention of meningitis. Fabulous. Absolutely. All right. Style choices, we said it was in a high school. We said they used the high school, a cappella group. What else did we say?
Kind of like a poppy.
Okay, so we used upbeat music. Why would we use upbeat music? Right, it changes the tone too, doesn't it? Right? It's that more hopeful and positive, right? Thankful, right? Like we're gonna do this thing. There's hope. Like there's a positive outcome that can come from this, right? All right. Excuse me. Any other style choices that you noticed? Why were the girls separate before they came together?
Because they're working together. Because we're working together.
And they merge into one group, right? It's this girl gets her moment, this girl gets her moment. They each build their credibility, and then they come together as a team to fight this thing. Didn't you also point out that there were 2 rounds to the vaccine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they come together at the end to be finally fully vaccinated, right? Sorry, that's that English teacher in me that's got to overanalyze things. That might be a little step further than they were going with there, but I cannot help myself. All right.
English teachers to do advertising.
Nah. That's where I'm going to go make my millions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, are you ready for my next one? Sure. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to watch another one. Before we move on, I want you to answer the question. For this PSA, we talked earlier about how this is an equilateral triangle, but when we're looking at a real moment of persuasion, things aren't always equal. So if you had to actually write me an essay, which you're not, calm down, you're not. But if you had to, which part of this, all of these available means of persuasion, which piece do you think is the most important to presenting the argument? Go ahead and write that down. It should be practice number 1, part B. So for the PSA, the pieces of all the triangle, which one seems to me the most important and why? Landon.
With these kind of things, wouldn't subject be like one of all? You always need a subject.
You're always going to have something that they're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Write it out and explain why. Don't forget to explain to me why. Kyle.
I would say ethics because they need to trust you in what you say. It doesn't matter how good is your emotions or your logic if they don't trust
For this specific, make sure that your why is specific to this argument. So as you're answering it, make sure that your why, because it's not just which one is it, I'm picking a corner that I think is most important to argue with me. I need to say, why is it important for this argument? Which piece is the most important and why for this argument?